Now it's running educational Codeforce round 131. It's opening now and it has 17 minutes to finish. Let us start with the grass field problem or challenge. This is the challenge. There is a field of size 2 by 2. Each cell of this field can either contain grass or be empty. The value I of j is equals 1 if the cell I of j contains grass, or 0 otherwise. So inputs. The first line of the inputs contains one integer, which is t, and t greater than 1 and less than 16, اللي هو number of test cases. The test case consists of two lines اللي هم دول. يبقى دي number of cases of tests. We have 3 tests. This is the first test, and this is the second, and this is the third. Each test consists of 2 lines. So these lines contains 2 integers. The j integer in I row is ai of j, I with j. If I with j equals 0, I and j are indexes of 2-dimensional array. So the cell I and j is empty. If I with j is equal 1, so it contains grass. The output for each test, we have print one integer. The minimum number of moves required to cut the grass in all non-empty cells of the field, i.e. make all a and g, or a of I and j, zeros. So these are the outputs. Because this case no grass, so the program discover it and there is no moves. Here we have only one square on grass, so there is only one move. Here we have 2 squares, so there is 2 moves. So here the program like a robot to discover the grass and move, select his moves to be the minimum moves to cut the grass. What the solution was? The solution, the grass field problem here. We have the first loop for the number of tests. T is independent test cases. So here T equals input. The first input will be the T cases. Then for x in range of t, this is loop for looping each time we have one test. So in this test we will go through this code. Y equals 0 and the array 2-dimensional array اللي هو a of I and j, it's empty till now. So for I in range of 1, why 1? Because we have only 2 cases here. 2 array of 2 by 2, 0 1 and 0 1. Okay, for I in range of 1, so I have 2 cases, 0 and 1. I of 1, I 0, I 1, and then I have an inner loop for j equals 0 and j equals 1, so range of 1. A of I and j, input, integer input. Okay, so the first input here will go when I a of 0 and 0, and then the second of 0 and 1 when j equals 1. If a of I and j equals 1, so it's needed to be deleted or cutted, and then we have one trial, increase y by 1 because we cut the grass. Then we going finish the inner loop, we go to the outer loop and finish it, and then print a y. This is the first problem, which is the grass. Let's go to the second problem. The second problem about schedule management. The schedule management, there are n workers and m tasks. The workers are numbered from 1 to n. Each task I has a value a of I. The index of worker who is proficient in this task. Every task should have a worker assigned to it. If a worker is proficient in the task, they complete it in 1 hour. Otherwise, it takes them 2 hours. The workers work in parallel, independently of each other. Each worker can only work in one task at once. Assign the workers to all the tasks in such a way that the tasks are completed as early as possible. The work starts at time 0. What's the minimum time all tasks can be completed by? So the first line contains single integer, which is the number of test cases as previous programs. The first line of each test case contains 2 integers. كل first line, so here we have 4 tests. The first line we have n and m. n number of workers and the number of tasks. يبقى n اللي هو number of workers and m number of tasks. n more than 1 and less than tasks. Okay. The second line contains m integers اللي هي a of 1, a of 2, a of m. The index of the worker proficient. So the index of the worker proficient. The sum of m over the task cases does not exceed 2 multiplied by 10 power 5. 2 10 power 5. الاوتبوت هيكون of each case print single integer, the minimum time all tasks can be completed. So let's go to the program which I solved. It's in Python. So entering the T independent test cases, and then start for the first loop for the tests I in range of T, and then number of workers entered, which is integer value, and then number of tasks, which also integer value, using the integer input function. Then we have an array y, empty array. We have a variable sum to sum the hours of the tasks. Then we have the first loop, a range of m, range بتاع workers. Then we have the yx equals اللي هو التاسك الأولانية بالindex task by index of the worker ID, and n equals -1 for z in range of m, another loop to rotate among the workers. And if there is worker assigned to tasks, so there is long time. So I will add this task, or the second time the worker repeated, and this loop who discovers this. So if the worker not the same, so increase follow give me another worker. But if the worker repeated his task, so he will not do this, and will do after the else. So the summation will be increased by 1. Okay, so at last I will print the maximum. So this is the outputs, expected outputs, and this is the inputs. Okay, thank you for watching this video. I will put this link on the videos, both links on the description. Thank you for watching again.